Now here's where I need you to follow the thread, because it begins in Genesis 3. In Genesis 3, Satan caused Eve to be deceived, but God already knew in his providence a seed would be conceived. In Genesis 4, he, the devil, incited Cain to kill Abel. Why would he do that? Because he thought that Abel was the promised seed. But that's not how God was going to maneuver. This allowed the messianic line through who? Seth to be enabled. What happens in Genesis 5? It's a genealogy. It goes from Adam to Seth, and it ends with Noah. Welcome to Genesis 6. Fallen angels corrupt the genetic pool of man through sexual relations, but God's grace found Noah, who was pure in his generation. So what does God do? He floods planet Earth, and he spares humanity through Noah and his 3 sons and their wives. We get back to the text, we recognize the rest of Genesis, and the genealogical lineup gives us Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob, if you recall, produced the nation of Israel, with the enemy of Israel plaguing them through the people of Esau and Ishmael. There was a plot from the Pharaoh in Egypt to have all the Hebrew babies slaughtered, yet God spared Moses through Pharaoh's own daughter. Fast forward to the days of Herod, that's Rome, and the same decree to murder babies under 2. Don't miss what's happening here. This is the dark prince's attempt at another coup. He's trying to kill off the seed of Eve. And why would he do that? So that heel can't crush his head as God said. Now this is where it gets awesome, because God's genius always thwarts the plot of the prince of darkness. Lights, camera, action. Dramatic pause to honor the sovereignty of what's about to happen. Cue to the stage, Christ enters human history. Right on cue comes the rage, Satan driving him to the cross of Calvary. He thought he had finally killed the promised son. Yet when the dust of death settled, it proved that Satan had lost and God had won. Do you understand what just occurred there? From those 6 heads of those empires where Satan is the puppeteer and he's seeking to destroy the covenant people of God, because if they don't exist, the promised seed and the son can't come. And that is why the cross, the devil thought he had him where he wanted him, but God's genius said by one Bible commentator, "Thus is the genius of God. Through the same vessel by which mankind fell, a woman, would the Redeemer of mankind come forth."